Hey guys, so today, because I can't speak any other languages because I'm stupid and me and my Australian accent is cool enough, I'm kidding, I'm going to show you how to make a cupcake, which is a Minnie Mouse cupcake, because I know that Beth has been asking me to make something on camera for you guys for a while, so I thought, hey, why not? Yeah, it is, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so the tools that you'll need is an eye pin, you can see, some eye pin, like wire cutters to cut the eye pin, a shaping tool, which I might not actually use. This is actually a quilling tool, a blade. Colours of clay you'll need are pink, this is a very bright pink, black for the ears, brown, and a cupcake base. You can buy molds for the cupcake bases on places like Etsy. If you just search clay cupcake base mold, then you'll get quite a few results. So yeah, I've already got my brown clay on top of that, so it actually looks like a cupcake. So I'm going to get started. Alright, so what you really do to get that on there is you shape it, so you just roll the clay up into a ball, and then you push it on, and you just sort of push it on the edges, just like that. Just like that, and you see, and then you just round the top of it, and it looks like a cupcake. Alright, so now I'm going to move some stuff out of the way, and then I'm going to roll out my pink. It's a very inconsistent colour, this one. Bits of red in it. Okay, you need this to be quite long though, so then you get your blade and you chop it off at the end. It works, sort of. Alright, so now that you have your very long strand of pink clay, you can see how long that is. It's quite long compared to the cupcake. What you do is you get the cupcake, you press the piece of pink clay onto it, just like that, and then you wrap it around in a circle. And just like that. So you can see that there's a circle there now. And what you do is then you layer it up. So you can see that I'm just putting it on top of it. This bit right now, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. So just sort of keep wrapping it until it looks like icing. So you know, like that stack, like a little stack of icing on top of a cupcake. Alright. So you can see now that that looks like icing on top of the cupcake. Now to make it round, you just sort of very gently roll it between your fingers. So that makes it look a lot better. Alright, so now that we have that, we can move that aside. And we can get the black clay. Black clay is only used to make the ears, so you just sort of knead it, roll it into a ball, and you need very little of this. So you can see, you just sort of roll it into a ball, and then you get your blade, and then you can just cut it in half, and then you roll one of the halves into a little ball, and then you squish it. You see? Makes a little ear, Minnie Mouse ear. Alright, and then you do the same for the other one. And make sure that these are the same size, because otherwise it doesn't make much sense. Okay, so now that we have that, we can get the blade, and you can see that I'm just gonna make a slice wide enough for the ear. This just helps it stay in. You can see that there's a gap there. So do the same for both sides. Alright, so you can see that now there's like two gaps. Now you get your ears, and you push one into the gap, push it down so it actually stays in. You can see that it looks like it's in. And then you get the other ear and you do the same. Yep, there we go. And see how that looks like a mouse? Alright. The next detail is going to be a bow. Now I'm going to use Sculpey 3 in Desert Rose. All of this is Sculpey, except for the black, which is Fumo. So the Dusty Rose, you need very little of it. It's all, no, maybe slightly more. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so you can see I'm just going to need this. So sorry about the length of this, I mean, you know. Okay, so now you have a ball of that. What you can do is you can roll it out slightly. And then just sort of fix the ends. See how these ones are around now? And then you can flatten it slightly. I'm doing this differently to last time. And then you can get your shaping tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it into the middle. And then I'm going to shape it a little bit and then flatten out the edges. If you can see what I'm doing here, is all I'm doing is sort of rubbing the shaping tool on the edges. And now to make the edges flat, you just have to cut it off. And instead of actually shaping it, I could have just cut it. Alright. Now you can see it looks like a Minnie Mouse bow. It's quite big. So. And then you can get a little piece of your offcut, roll it into a little bit of a cylinder, just like that, and flatten it. And then you grab the bow and you wrap it around. So you can see that looks more like a bow. And then if you want the little indents, you can do that. So you just get the blade, press it into it a couple of times, you see. Alright, you can see now it has little indents. Then you get your cupcake on the front. Push it right in the middle. You can see. It's Minnie Mouse with the bow. Now there's one little extra detail that you need to add, and that requires more Dusty Rose. So you roll it out to be quite thin. You can see how thin that is. Then you get your blade and cut like into making it flat. 5 little pieces, only about that big. You can see that. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now you get one of them, you roll it up into a ball, and you squish it. See how that made a tiny little circle? Because then you get the front of this on one of the rows of so you flatten it. Then on the front of the cupcake, you push that one in there. And then you do 2 of them next to each other. Doesn't matter if they're different sizes. And then you get the other 3. So you get flatten one, stick it underneath it, but just like that. And then you get this one and you push it on the edge. Just like that. You can see now it looks like the pattern on their pants. If you wanted to, you could actually go all the way around and that would be really cute. But I'm going to leave it as 5. So thanks for watching this, guys. I don't really have a language that I can sort of demonstrate, so that's a bit of a problem. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked how to make it, and I hope you Hoodals attempt it. So thanks. Bye.